movie would not be the same thing without it. The Needle Drops and the Ramones, those are all choices that I made that I felt were right for those scenes. I wanted there to be a real dance number instead of a sex scene. It was kind of more of a sex scene in the script, and I was like, that's not romantic enough. You know, I want to stretch it out and have a when was the last time you saw a real romantic dance scene in a movie? But I think that, you know, Reznor and Ross, they're the best. And they're my favorite composers. And, you know, they read the script, really liked it. And when we Zoomed together, I said to them, I said, you know, you guys are my favorite composers. And the reason why is because your score, the score you do for each movie isn't just bolstering the image. It's not just reinforcing what's already up there on the screen. It's not just adding to the emotion that you're supposed to be feeling in a scene. Instead, their scores are always adding a third thing that's not there. Like there's the sound design, and then there's everything in the picture. And those two things make the movie, but then the score comes along, and here's a third thing, and the movie would not be the same thing without it. It's adding a component, it's adding a layer that broadens what the movie is. And I said, and that's what I want for this movie. I want it to be a third thing. It's not just bolstering the picture. And Trent asked me, he said, well, what do you think that third thing is? How could you describe it? And I said, I think it's the soul of the movie. I want the score to be the soul of the movie. There's a lot of plot. There's a lot of emotional romance and backstory and visual design, but the soul of it, it's in there. But I want the score to be there, and that's really what they wrote, you know. And they're so collaborative, and boy, they're very dedicated. They probably came to more mixes than any other composers I've ever worked with. You know, they don't just phone it in; they really do the work.